What's up, everybody? Good morning. Welcome to a Friday edition. Morning Scone presented by Brock Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic, Hudco Roofing, hudcoroofing.com. We appreciate you for being here with us. Do us a favor, if you're on Facebook, please like the page, share the post, like the page, share the post, like the page, share the post. If you're there on YouTube, you know the drill. Smash the like button. And please subscribe to the Matt Moscone YouTube channel as well. Lots of content there, our live, whenever we do our lives, our Whiskey Wednesday, Nightcap with Scone, all that stuff, it's here. So make sure you're subscribed, hit the bell, notifications, all that stuff. So, NFL season got kicked off last night. Bucs were a 9-point favorite, 9 points, and it didn't exactly go that way. So, Dallas had the lead with under 2 minutes to go, kicked the go-ahead field goal, and of course, just left too much time for Tom Brady. So 31-29, the Bucs beat the Cowboys. But I was really hoping the Bucs would take an early L. Anyway, really hoping for it. Oh well, got to be realistic sometimes. So today it's Football Friday. So excited about today's lineup as we head into the college football weekend, and of course the NFL weekend as well. As Saints will have their opener in Jacksonville. And then Saints opener in Jacksonville, of course, LSU at home against McNeese, the home opener. Curious how many people are going. Y'all let me know if you're planning on getting to that to the home opener for LSU. All right, let's see. Say some good mornings here, see what y'all got. Good night of football tonight. Well, not really a big night of football tonight, but there's football tonight. And certainly good luck to all the high school teams that are in action tonight and were last night and will be this weekend. You know, it's a great time of year, man. Glad to have football back and people in the stands and all that stuff. So, all right, Eric Hart. What's up, Eric Hart? Good morning, man. Crisp morning. You're right, 63 degrees this morning. So, a little touch of fall for the opening home weekend for LSU and certainly the opening weekend for the NFL. Jason Mobile, +1 from Mother Nature today. Amen. Steve Scott, good morning. The night I have to cheer for the Cowboys, who I hate more than anything, they give the GOAT over a minute to win the game. Yeah, not a great look. Dallas had some other opportunities. Couldn't capitalize on turnovers early. This could turn turnovers into 6 early. It gave the Bucs a chance to get points before half. So, Bucs are good, man. There's no doubt. But I wonder if what we saw last night was more representative of Dallas being better than a lot of people thought, or, you know, it's just really hard to win in the NFL. Brian Jones, Kirk Taylor, Scott Borch, good morning. Derek Eason, Brian and Andy Penton, good morning. From something, Missouri, headed to Pasco, Washington, huh? Y'all get all over the place, man. Be safe on the road today, man. Eric Hart, me and the family all going to the game. Good deal, good deal. Breeze's hair came back from a 28-3 deficit. How about that? I wonder what he did. So I do wonder, did he have some type of hair replacement thing, which he might have in the same way Brian Urlacher did, or was it just that, like, when he was with the Saints, he was just shaving his head down, or we always saw him, like, with a helmet on? I don't know. I'm sure he did something there. Samuel Merrifield, Edo gets fired this season. Not good so far. So Samuel, interestingly enough, I've told you before the conversations I had this offseason, which were he needs 9-3 to feel safe, 8-4, 7-5, he'd be gone. Yesterday, I did have another conversation with someone who said 7-5 is sort of a no man's land. To where 7-5 might actually be the which would be a change. Now, if they go 7-5, that means they'd be 4-4 in conference. And let's go ahead and assume losses to Bama, A&M, Florida Ole Miss, or Florida Auburn. That means you'd beat one of those. I mean, so you play Bama, Ole Miss, A&M, Florida, Auburn. If you're 4-4, you beat one of those. Is that enough with wins over Kentucky and Mississippi State and Arkansas as well? Like if you're better than the bottom of the league, but you lose to the top half of the West, and best in the East, we'll see. Kerry Hughes, good morning. Speaking of the LSU board today, look at you, Kerry Hughes. I didn't know you were in town. That's awesome. So so today the Board of Supervisors is set to vote on Dale Brown Court. So long time coming. They do have procedurally things they can do to stop the vote, like if it doesn't get out of a committee or something like that, or their group, they could make sure it never gets. So they have the votes. They have the votes on the board to approve it. The question is, do the people who want to stop it prevent it from ever coming up for a vote? That's the question. If not, then it's going to be approved. It'll be approved today, Dale Brown Court, and I sincerely hope that is the case. Kyle Milliken, good morning. Pat Huseman, good morning. Matthew Rogelio, good morning. Alex Day, good morning. Stephen Miller, good morning. Bucs win, saved me on my NFL pool. It's funny, dude, the things that people cheer for. I mean, as a Saints guy, I didn't want anything to do with Tampa, and I'm not in any survivor pools or fantasy leagues or anything like that. So I strictly watch the NFL from a standpoint of someone who loves the Saints, and then just want to see great games, really. Cheering for the LSU guys, that sort of thing. Trivia Carter, good morning. Bubba Tatum, out of all the comebacks in Drew's career, his best, maybe the hairline. All right. Stephen Miller, Cat, unless there's a 180-degree turnaround from last weekend, I don't see 7 wins on the schedule. So Stephen, I could make a case, right? Like I could say, all right, let's say you beat McNeese, Central Michigan, ULM. There's 3. So can you go 4-4 in conference? Really is the question. Can you beat Mississippi State? Can you beat Kentucky? Can you beat Arkansas? I'm not saying you're definitively going to win those games, but those are the 3 most likely. Can you get 1 win somewhere in Auburn, Florida, Ole Miss, Bama, A&M? Can you go 1-4 in those games? If you find a way to mess up and win one of those, you're 7-5. Now, the flip side of it is, and I agree with you, they could absolutely lose at Mississippi State. They could absolutely lose at Kentucky. And they could absolutely lose every one of those games I just mentioned. I don't think they will, but they could. But I'm going to tell y'all, man, the thing that I do worry about is opt-outs. If things start going south again, will they have opt-outs? Y'all know there were opt-outs last year, and I do think that's going to be a part of college football's culture moving forward. Just like bowl game, you guys choosing not to play in the bowl games. But if things start going south, you could see some pretty big names. Nicholas Cantrell, morning Scone. When Coach O gets let go, does Derek Peed rejoin ESPN Radio? I can tell you unequivocally that will not happen. Derek burned a lot of bridges early on. And I don't mean to speak ill of anybody. I really don't. But that transition in 2017 was bumpy for Orgeron, as y'all know. And boy, they burned some bridges. So no. Ryan Swallow, good morning. Off subject, I was just wondering about Mike D on Thursdays. Been a while since I've heard. Yeah, Ryan, so Mike got a full-time radio gig on another station, so he contractually can't come on anymore. So super bummed about it, man, but what it is, I get it. I'm pumped for Mike, by the way, just so you know. And I love Mike. Mike's my guy. Hudco is doing his roof down in Raceland. Got him tarped up, and we're getting him on the schedule to get re-roofed. So, I love Mike. It's my guy. Don't misunderstand me. I'm bummed that I don't get to have him on the show anymore. Trey Haydat, morning. Didn't see Mike Jones against UCLA. They was trying to adapt playing inside the box. Couldn't he have helped in coverage? Trey, I think so. I mean, I think that's his specialty. I think he would have been fantastic as an overhang linebacker. That's what he does. But they went with the more veteran guys. Got to keep in mind, too, Mike Jones has really only been on the field with LSU for a month. So hopefully he progresses as the year goes along. Stephen Miller, fingers crossed for the approval. Daddy Dale deserves it. Completely agree. Anybody that sits there and argues about the Lester Earl stuff, it just makes me nauseous. Like, Lester Earl has acknowledged the NCAA pressured him as a kid into giving them something on Dale Brown so they could pop him. I mean, he has since, as an adult, acknowledged that, apologized for it. Dale Brown's forgiven him. I mean, it just, there's no good reason to prevent this. It should have happened a long time ago. I'm glad it's coming for a vote, and it should happen today. Paul Batts, 69-degree morning in Houston. Yeah, nice day. Jordan McNeese, in my opinion, tomorrow's a great opportunity for the RPO game. Reps for Max, the offense. Yeah, I'm with you. Darren and Ogeron said we're going to see Garrett Nussmeier, too. It's interesting. Darren Pellegrin, remember how Miles ran practice for so long, made them do it again and again, that the complaints where the players didn't have legs for the games. Those guys also seem to know how to defend crossing routes, picking up blitzes maybe it was necessary. Or maybe it was just a different era of football, Darren. I mean, I do understand your point. I just don't think that that's apples to apples. Less stylistically was very different the way he ran practices, and it showed that his teams got so beat up and so worn down. And it was a Bo mentality. And DiNardo was the same way. DiNardo was the same way. He played for Era Parsegian at Notre Dame, and was it Era or was it Dan Devine? God dog it. I think it was Era. It was Era. And boy, I've heard those stories of Era, telling DiNardo, don't you let up on him. Don't, I know that you push harder when they're dragging, you push harder, and it wears guys down. Let's see. P.S. Call me crazy. Could LSU lose to Central Michigan? Hey, Steven. I know you were listening, but last week, you were there, but last week, Russ Mitchell picked Central Michigan to beat Missouri. And I'll be darned, that was a 4-point game in the fourth quarter. They had the ball and a chance to win it. And then Mizzou added a touchdown with a minute left, to give you the margin. But, that was a close ball game. If you're sleeping, that could be way more interesting than any of us think or hope it should be. Kirk Taylor loved the podcast. Barbecue sauce is better. Star Wars bit was nice ending. He's talking about the Scone and Tea podcast, which seems to have found quite a nice audience. So thanks to everybody who's listening. Wherever you get your podcast, if you search Scone A-N-D T, Scone and Tea, you'll see it there. Thomas Bergeron, Kelly Gross, Dylan Landry, good morning. 7 points left on the board. Kicker for Dallas, true. That's old Greg the Leg, too. Well, I don't know that I would go. The one at the end of the half, Kirk, the 60-yarder, you either have the leg or you don't. That's not even a miss. That's just, you're hoping he can kick it. He just couldn't. Roy Lee, good morning. Be in the house from Mobile, Alabama. There you go, Roy. Safe drive over. Clark Tiger Davis, Megan Hurst. What's up, Steve Colson? O and Joe must go. Well, if Joe is Joe Leva, he already gone, dog. You know that. But good to see you, Steve Colson. Hope all is well, man. And O's teetering. You know that, man. Brian, Dale Brown deserves that. Long time coming. Completely agree. Truax. What's up, Truax? Daniel Sinets, Tony Williams, Kirk Taylor. Auburn hasn't won in Tiger Stadium this century. Ain't starting now. We'll see, Kirk. I tend to agree with you. I don't think this Auburn team is going to be great. They did put up 60 against Akron last week, but Akron may be the worst team in the FBS. They got another layup this week, so we'll get to find out about Auburn soon enough. Wonder how long it will take to retire Joe's jersey 9. 72 needs to be retired. I'm with you, Brian. I think Burrow's 9. Dorsey 72 should have already been done. I think Kevin Falk's 3 should be up there also. Bill Schmid, Richie Burt, Ken Bro. Good morning, y'all. Good morning, good morning. Preston Schulze, morning, Matt. Good seeing you walking into the Rose Bowl. Absolutely, Preston. Thanks for stopping to say hey, man. Much, much appreciated. Preston, we took a picture, didn't we? Hang on. I was trying to look at your picture there. I took a lot of, well, I don't mean to say, but like, there were just a lot of people who, you know the show, whatever, stopped, took a picture. I'm pretty sure we took a picture, Preston. I'm almost certain of it. I think you posted it too. On Instagram, right? It was you and your wife. We took a picture together. I'm almost positive that was you. But absolutely, dude. My pleasure. Thank you. I'm sure I got the right guy. Kenneth LeBlanc, good morning. Kurt Taylor, asked T-Bob if he would like to do a film study like YouTube and go through key plays like O-line plays to satisfy his football nerds. I can do that. If y'all haven't followed, Matt Wyatt does a great job of that. So I would highly recommend following Matt Wyatt if you don't. All right, let me do just a couple more minutes, y'all. As always, shout out to Brock, Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic. You need an orthopedist, you go to Brock. Locations all over the greater Baton Rouge area. Of course, their primary location inside of the Surgical Specialty Center. They are still doing elective procedures at Brock, at Surgical Specialty. So go see our friends over at Brock. And, of course, Hudco Roofing, hudcoroofing.com. I've told y'all many times, if you or someone you know post-Ida is in need of roof work, hudcoroofing.com. We started this week roof replacements. We are beyond tarping and all that stuff. We sprinted through that, got people tarped. We got our schedule together, and we are re-roofing already. When people have their adjuster claims in, boom, we're rolling. When you get your scope of work, we're rolling. So excited about it. So hudcoroofing.com. Jordan McNeese, if I'm an NFL GM, I'm not a fan of guys opting out. Jordan, I just flatly disagree. If you're an NFL GM, what you want is guys to be healthy. And if that means not playing another 5-6 games, you're okay with it, especially if it's an elite player. Let's see, SPC 1689, ditto on Central Michigan. McElwain is Coach O's number. I don't know if he's got Coach O's number. They split in 16-17. McElwain won that game when O was interim, and then LSU beat them there 17-16 on the missed PAT in 2017. So I don't know that I would necessarily say that he's got the guy's number. Paul Batts, Dale Brown is LSU basketball. Oh, yeah. Painted the stalls. Yeah, no doubt. Maction Miller told you about the chips. Mark the tape. Russ. Steven, you got to remind me where we at shoot, I'll give you credit, man. Just tell me where you told us about Central Michigan. I'll give you credit. Shoot, I know you follow that stuff. I see your tweets about Maction on Tuesday nights. Oh man, respect. Oh God, I got to get going. Brian, will you say something about the vote on AFR? Absolutely. Yeah, we'll be talking about it when it goes through. Let's see. Patrick Ramos, do you think Chase has a great season and career? I absolutely do. I think he's just going through a transition. I think Jamar Chase is going to be fantastic. Matthew Rogelio got Jeff coming out this morning. There you go, man. That's my brother-in-law, Jeff, with Ascension Fence. Paul Batts, Scone is 2 decades over to name the PMAC court. I completely agree with you, Paul. It should have happened a long time ago. But at least they're trying to get it done now while Dale Brown's still here, which is, I know, sort of morbid, but also real. By the way, smash the like button, please, if you would, there on YouTube. What are you looking for at Saturday's game? I want the offense to run fluidly. If the offense can't protect and can't open holes against McNeese, you got major issues. Nicholas Cantrell, make sure Rowe has a strawberry daiquiri for the Oak and Smoke post-game show. Paul being a Lake Charles native, my mom being McNeese alum. McNeese used to be known as the Division I AA program. That's true, man. Like, we had a lot of guys that I played with go to McNeese. Like Scott Pendarvis was our quarterback. He led McNeese to a national championship game. Simpson Borns went to McNeese, was a cornerback there. Actually, I don't know if he played corner or receiver. He played both at Catholic. I don't know what he did at McNeese. Ashiel Fairchild was a free safety who went to McNeese. So we got a lot of Steve Levy, the owner of Pluckers, played football at McNeese. Now he's an LSU fan. He's been cheering for LSU, but he played football at McNeese. So, all right, y'all. Richie Burt, does it surprise you lack of development of running backs? Yes. Tony Williams, can't wait to see Will Wade's boys this season. Me too. Okay, y'all. I gotta bounce. Gotta get Drew up. Get him ready. We got we got to get to the new St. Lillian for school. Josh Giraldo, is Emory healthy? It's not a health issue for John Emory. Okay, I got to bounce. We'll see y'all. Have a great day, and we'll see you for Locked on LSU, AFR 3, Football Friday. Looking forward to it. Peace.